4 bedtime juices that restore senior vision and memory, doctor approved. Senior health tips. Have you ever wondered why your eyes are blurry every morning? Taking a few minutes to see clearly? Why do you forget what you were going to do when you enter a room? Why does your mind slow down in the afternoon, your eyes burn, and your memory seems to fall down a whole block? Even though you still get enough sleep and eat enough? Most people over 60 think it's simply age. But no. The truth is much more startling. Every night, while you're sleeping, your eyes and brain are being silently eroded, without warning signs. And by the time you realize it, everything has slowed down significantly. New studies show that more than 92% of people over 65 lack at least one important nutrient to restore their eyes and brain while they sleep. That means that right at the time when the body needs to regenerate the most, it's starving for fuel. That's why you wake up with tired eyes, slow memory, and the feeling that your brain isn't getting enough rest. But more importantly, this process is completely reversible. No drugs, no supplements. Just knowing how to support your body in its natural rhythm. There's a simple plan, very simple, that I've been using with my own patients for years. A routine that's gentle, easy to follow, doesn't upset your stomach, and can be used even if you're starting in your 70 seconds or 80 seconds. A plan that takes advantage of the peaks of your eyes and brain. Morning, early afternoon, evening, and mid-morning. Just knowing when those are. Knowing what your body really needs. And knowing the little ways to reverse this silent aging process. In the next section, I'll show you exactly how that routine works and why it can change your eyes and your memory faster than you think. Juice 1. Carrot juice. Let's start with the first juice, and probably the one most seniors walk right past without realizing how powerful it is. Carrot juice. And I say this with care. It truly shouldn't be overlooked. This is one of the very few natural drinks that can feed both your eyes and your brain at the same time. Carrots are packed with beta-carotene, which your body turns into vitamin A, a vitamin your retina depends on. Without enough of it, the tiny cells that help you see in dim light begin to weaken. That's why night blindness, blurry vision, and dry, tired eyes become so common as we age. But that's not the whole story. Carrot juice also carries lutein and zeaxanthin, two protective pigments your macula desperately needs to stay sharp. They help your eyes recover from years of UV exposure, screen strain, and oxidative stress. Your vision doesn't just age, it gets worn down, and these nutrients help repair that wear. Now, for your brain. Carrot juice contains fulcarenol, a natural compound that helps protect your neurons and calm inflammation inside brain tissue. One study in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience showed that seniors who drank beta-carotene-rich juice every morning improved their working memory and recall, especially those already noticing early signs of cognitive slowdown. In that study, people gained a 13% improvement in visual memory after 8 weeks. That may sound small, but in real life, it's the difference between forgetting your neighbor's name and remembering exactly where you left your keys. There's also a little secret I want you to know. The nutrients in carrot juice are fat-soluble, which simply means your body absorbs them far better when you pair the juice with a healthy fat. A teaspoon of olive oil, a few walnuts, even avocado on toast. Small things that make a big difference. So, if you're thinking of adding carrot juice to your morning routine, here's a gentle suggestion. Make it fresh, keep it simple, and enjoy it with breakfast. When your body gets the right fuel at the start of the day, your eyes brighten, your mind wakes up, and everything just feels a bit clearer. Now, let me help you adapt this juice to fit your health needs because everyone's body is different. If you're watching your blood sugar, just use 1 to 2 smaller carrots and add half a cucumber to lighten the sweetness while keeping the benefits. If carrots are hard to digest or not always available, pumpkin or sweet potato are wonderful alternatives, rich in the same eye-supporting nutrients. If you're diabetic, blending instead of juicing can help keep your blood sugar steady thanks to the extra fiber. And a few practical tips can make the experience easier. Drink it fresh in the morning, pair it with a healthy fat for better absorption, keep leftovers in a glass jar for no more than 24 hours, and sip slowly if your stomach is sensitive. With just a few gentle adjustments, carrot juice becomes easier to tolerate, kinder to your blood sugar, and more accessible even on busy days or when ingredients are limited. And through all of that, it still gives your brain and eyes exactly what they need to stay sharp. Juice 2. Beet juice. Coming up next is a deep red juice that may surprise you with how quickly it can help, especially if you struggle with brain fog, fatigue, or circulation that just isn't what it used to be. It's bold, it's earthy, and it works fast. Let's talk about beet juice. And I want to be honest with you here. Most people over 60 never connect blood flow with memory loss or blurry vision. But they absolutely should, because without steady circulation, your brain and your eyes simply don't receive the oxygen they need to stay sharp and repair themselves. That's exactly where beet juice makes a difference. Beets are naturally rich in dietary nitrates. When you drink beet juice, your body transforms these nitrates into nitric oxide, a simple but powerful molecule that gently signals your blood vessels to relax and widen. This process is called vasodilation, and it matters more than you think. When your blood vessels open up, more oxygen-rich blood finally reaches your brain and your retina. And oxygen, especially at your age, is the fuel these organs rely on to repair, regenerate, and stay alive. A clinical study published in the Nitric Oxide Journal in 2020 showed that adults over 60 who drank beet juice every day significantly improved blood flow to the frontal lobe, the part of the brain that helps you focus, make decisions, and remember short-term details. In that same study, reaction times improved, and mental clarity increased within just 4 weeks, and your eyes benefit too. Nitric oxide supports the tiny blood vessels inside the retina, helping protect them from microvascular damage, the kind of silent damage that leads to age-related macular degeneration. Another study in the Journal of Ocular Pharmacology and Therapeutics in 2019 found that beet juice helped maintain retinal thickness and reduce oxidative stress in older adults. What I personally love about beet juice is how quickly it starts working. Unlike fat-soluble nutrients that take time to absorb, nitric oxide production begins within 30 minutes of your first sip. That means sharper focus, better mental energy, and sometimes clearer vision all in the same afternoon. So here's my gentle recommendation. Use 1 medium raw beet. Peel it, slice it, and juice it with a small apple or half an orange if you prefer a smoother flavor. Drink it in the afternoon somewhere between 2 and 4 p.m., which is exactly when most people feel that drop in energy and mental clarity. And if you can, take a light walk afterward. Even 10 minutes can boost circulation and help the nitric oxide work even better. Your brain and your eyes feel the difference, often sooner than you expect, and your body will thank you for it. Juice 3. Blueberry juice. Now, let's move on to a very different kind of strength. One that works deep inside your cells, rebuilding and protecting both your neurons and the delicate cells in your eyes. This one is often overlooked, even though it may be one of the most powerful: blueberry juice. Some foods simply protect, but a few rare ones actually help rebuild what time and age have slowly taken away. Blueberry juice does both gently, naturally, and consistently. Blueberries are one of the richest natural sources of anthocyanins, a group of antioxidants that do more than fight inflammation. They actually stimulate neurogenesis, meaning they help your body create brand new brain cells, even in your 60 seconds, 70 seconds, and beyond. A landmark study published in the Journals of Gerontology Series A in 2020 found that seniors who drank wild blueberry juice every day for 12 weeks experienced noticeable improvements in memory recall, processing speed, and even neural activation on MRI scans. Researchers found that these benefits came from anthocyanin's ability to cross the blood-brain barrier, calm oxidative stress in the hippocampus, and increase levels of BDNF, a key protein that protects your brain cells and helps them grow. And your eyes benefit just as much. Blueberry juice helps protect retinal ganglion cells, the very cells that carry visual signals from your eyes to your brain. A study in molecular vision in 2019 showed that blueberry extract helped preserve retinal structure even under oxidative damage. That's meaningful protection for anyone dealing with aging vision. Let me share something personal. One of my patients, Helen, age 74, told me reading had become discouraging for her. The words would blur. Her focus slipped. She felt like her mind was slowing down. She started drinking blueberry juice every evening. A few weeks later, she came back smiling sharper, more focused, and happily doing her crossword puzzles again. If you'd like to try this, here's a gentle suggestion. Use fresh or frozen wild blueberries, about 1 cup. Blend them with a little water, or add half a banana if you prefer a thicker texture. Drink it in the evening, about 90 minutes before bed. That timing allows the antioxidants to work during your brain's overnight repair cycle. Your brain and your eyes will feel the difference slowly, steadily, and in ways that matter to your everyday life. Juice 4. Spinach juice. Now, we've saved one of the most surprising juices for last. It's green, it's simple, and it might just be one of the most powerful supports for an aging brain and tired eyes. Let's talk about spinach juice. Spinach is rich in 2 protective nutrients, lutein and zeaxanthin. These pigments sit right inside your macula, the part of your eye that helps you read, recognize faces, and see details clearly. As we grow older, these pigments slowly decline, leaving the macula more vulnerable to oxidative stress, UV damage, and inflammation, the very things that cause blurry vision and macular degeneration. A study published in Nutrients in 2020 found that higher levels of lutein and zeaxanthin from leafy greens were directly linked to better contrast, sensitivity, and faster visual processing in older adults. Simply put, spinach helps you see clearer and helps your brain interpret what you see more quickly. But the benefits don't stop at your eyes. Spinach is also rich in folate, a key nutrient your brain uses to produce neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. It also helps lower homocysteine, a compound that can damage brain cells when it becomes too high. And with vitamin K supporting myelin, the protective coating around your neurons, spinach helps your brain send signals more efficiently. There is one gentle caution I want to mention. Spinach contains oxalates. If you have kidney issues, or a history of kidney stones, moderation is important. A few times a week is enough. If you'd like to try this juice, here's a simple way to make it. Use a generous handful of raw spinach. Combine it with a green apple or half a cucumber to soften the flavor. Juice it fresh and drink it mid-morning or right before lunch. A perfect time when your body can absorb these nutrients with ease. If you've made it all the way to this point, I want to pause and genuinely thank you. It tells me something important about you. You're not here just to watch another health video. You're here because a part of you still believes, or at least hopes, that it isn't too late. That your eyes can still see clearly. That your memory can still strengthen. That your body even now still has the ability to heal. And I want you to know, you're absolutely right. After more than 30 years walking beside older adults, I've seen again and again how the smallest daily choices can create the biggest turning points. A glass of carrot juice in the morning. Beet juice in the afternoon to wake up your brain. Blueberry juice before bed to help your neurons repair. Spinach juice during the day to strengthen your eyes. It's not magic, but it is momentum. And very often, momentum is exactly what your body has been waiting for. So, if today is the day you decide to try even just one juice, then you've already taken a powerful step forward. Because your brain and your vision haven't given up on you. They're simply waiting for you to give them what they need. Thank you for spending your time with me today. If this video brought you something helpful, a bit of knowledge, a spark of hope, or even just a new idea, I'd be truly grateful if you'd tap the like button and share it with someone who might need it. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you tried any of these juices? Which one are you thinking of starting with? Let's keep learning together. Let's keep healing gently, consistently. And above all, let's keep believing that our best years can still be ahead of us.